Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 13, episode 17. This is the season finale, and there's not a lot to it, but I'm going to give you what I got and do what I can with what I have. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. You can leave your comments below. As far as story-wise, it's heavily about Kyle, but it doesn't happen until the second half. And if you've been following along, I've been kind of bored with Kyle's storyline because she's not saying anything. Apparently, she's handling her marriage stuff privately on a reality show. But she's very defensive towards anyone asking her any questions. At this point, she doesn't really... We're finding out that she's got a problem, a huge problem, with Dorit. And it stems from last year, but it doesn't seem like you like to really want to talk about it for whatever reason. And Dorit doesn't understand, but Kyle's so distant. But I've always said that Kyle hasn't been that of a friend to Dorit. She's not into Dorit like that. And it was very evident in season 10 while you were still begging her, Dorit. I don't understand why you did that, but whatever. So what's going to happen, Kyle's going to have an event. She's going to have an all-white event. This is not something new, but it is something that we've seen in the past. As gigantic as it is, we never have seen it at this grand gesture of Kyle. But anyways, she's going to use Lisa Vanderpump's stylist, party stylist, to help set the theme. Something she's not really into. That's some things that Lisa Vanderpump was into. Kyle was even imitating her voice. It's like, this is the most that we've heard Lisa Vanderpump on this show without people getting PTSD since she left after season 9. So it's like, interesting. I don't think Lisa will ever come back, especially how she was treated. And she's being treated pretty good with Bravo, and also I think it's either Netflix or Hulu, and even with Peacock. So I think she's good as far as coming back. So she's getting that all together. She's going to have it at one of the stadiums out there in California. It's a huge stadium. She did a DirecTV football commercial out there. It had Kenya Moore and I think one other, Teresa Giudice. She was in it too. So that was also, so I guess she got the hookup in regards to that. She's asked Erica Jane to perform. She definitely said good. It was kind of her way back into the industry, even though she's got what's going to be coming up for her in Las Vegas. It's kind of like, this is make or break it. If she doesn't do well here, then she's going to, it could send negative vibes and reports as to probably she needs to just stay gone or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So she's going to get prepared for all of that. Garcelle really doesn't have any scenes. Let's see who else. Anne-Marie doesn't have any scenes. Crystal doesn't have any scenes. Dorit has some scenes. She's really having a hard time with PK. PK is really bullheaded. He seems to think that he needs to stay over in London doing whatever for the business. Dorit is like, I need you more here. But he's not really listening to her. She doesn't really know how much things will change, and she just may have to put up with whatever. I don't know. I thought things were getting a little bit better when they were going through counseling, but I don't know what's going to happen with their marriage, because if she's back next season, is this all we're going to hear? I mean, she did do her event for Toothless Not Homeless, or Homeless Not Toothless, or yeah, whatever it is, you know. She did that but there's not much else. And now she's fighting with Kyle that she doesn't really want to happen, but Kyle's in this place of whatever. So we shall see whatever is happening with Dorit and PK. I think in the news media she had been saying things are better, but I don't know. We'll see what happens at this reunion that starts on next week. I have something to say about Miami when I get to those tapes, and we'll see how I actually feel and how I'm going to actually do whatever, because as you can see that I did fall behind for a lot of reasons, and I've been overwhelmed because there's not just these shows I have to do, and it's just been a lot on me. And it's not like I'm not grateful to do this, but it's just it was too much, and I tried to handle it the best that I could, but nope. So of course Kyle and Mauricio just have this strange communication at this point. I honestly don't get it, because I'm trying to follow along, but I'm trying to care, but don't care because they don't really talk. You know, it's like we're hearing Kyle's side. He don't get me. He don't understand. He don't listen. But it's very odd. But anyways, we get to the white party. Everyone looks well. I don't think anyone looked a certain way or whatever, or looked out of place or whatever. Kyle, she's going to be coming out with some cheerleaders or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I guess Mauricio wasn't listening to Kyle. For some reason, he was telling one of the guys that it's going to be in the party's going to be in a parking lot. And it's like, you're not listening to me. Why would I ever do anything in a parking lot? I don't know either, Kyle. I think a lot of times, at least from us, we've always thought, okay, Maurice was high, because you would laugh it off. And that's how you've even presented it. Excuse me. Presented it to us, Kyle. It's just like, he's just laughing it off. He's just high or whatever, blah, 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 or he's just joking. But it's like in the last season, you've been in this place of, I guess, not really taking anybody's ish about anything that's going on. So, I mean, it's cool, but it's like, we're trying to put the puzzle pieces together, and you two can. That's all I can say. So, Erica Jane ends up performing, and she does a great job. Of course, she's lip syncing. Denise Richards was invited. She already was talking behind Erica's back to Garcelle, talking about, oh, I didn't know people could do that. Do what? Lip sync. I said, Lord Jesus. I don't know if the plans is for Denise Richards to come back next season, but Denise, you can't read. At this point, I did want her back, but I don't want her back anymore. Why? You're not bringing anything new, ma'am. And I'm okay. I'm okay with you not coming back at this point. If Erica had not slayed you like she did, then possibly, okay, come back. But, ma'am, your fight was really crazy. And for some reason, Erica was getting all the heat. Anyway, so she performs. Afterwards, you get the montage of where the update of everyone. Crystal's finally backing up off her brother. Garcelle's really had an award for her movie that she executive produced. Dorit still having issues with PK, and there's also a rift between her and Kyle. Erica was set to do her Las Vegas show. She was also going to be planning other concert dates. Who else is left? Anne-Marie, it wasn't really nothing. And I just want to tell you this. I think Anne-Marie should come back next season. She didn't get a fair shot. She did do some stupid stuff, but she was trying to do something, and I think that she would have had a better go at it if she started at the beginning of the season instead of just pulling stuff out of her arse. It was something about staying out of people's taking her medical career serious and staying out of other people's business. Is that all? Is that all? Then we move on to Mauricio and Kyle. Basically, so a story got leaked. They're refusing to say that they actually did anything or said anything. So it's like, okay. Like, yeah, so we start, I guess, after the whole white party. This is like a month later. A story dropped in the blogs about Kyle and Mauricio separating. Both of them are denying that it happened, and they're trying to figure out how did this leak. They were trying to deal with their issues privately, and Kyle feels like she's a failure and everyone was looking up to her. Man, I can see that, but then it's like, it's still your marriage, man. And for me, I wasn't looking up for it. At this point, I would love to look up for some people for marriage, as marriage examples, but you just don't know what people are going through. I'll get advice as I go through whatever, you know. Right now, they are still living in the house, but trying to work things out. It's kind of weird how they're talking. But they're saying no big thing actually happened as to why that there's even a problem in their marriage. There's things that she wants that she doesn't feel like she's going to ever get, and that's just it. Erica comes over to be a friend to her and just offer herself like she didn't really see anything that was going on in the marriage, so she apologized if I didn't take notice, and da-da-da-da. And she was there as a support. Later on, Mauricio and the girls gather with Kyle, and they say, you know, things are going on. We're trying to work it out. The girls are crying and all of that. We're kind of separated, but we're still trying to work things out. He's not going anywhere as of yet. That's the update to it. So, if you're lost, I'm lost. If you have any explanation for me, let me know in the comments below. That's all I do have. I still think that this was a cool season. It wasn't full of scandal. I got to know some of the ladies a little bit better. Instead of one person being focused and basically you just push them off the show, which is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard or seen in my life, but you get praised for it. It's just, it never really sat well with me. But you can tell me what you think in the comments below. But that's all I do have. Stay tuned for the part 1 of the reunion, and we'll talk about that. Until next time, I thank everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And leave the comments below. Until the next video, peace.